Welcome to Lesson 4 of Ancient World History. In this lesson, we will focus on ancient China. Various types of humans have inhabited China for millions of years. The Zhaokudian Cave in modern-day northern China is home to the most productive Homo erectus archaeological site in the world. Homo erectus is an ancestral species of human which became extinct approximately 108,000 years ago. The Peking Man is a fossil from this cave, a Homo erectus, who used fire and lived in the cave between 680,000 and 780,000 years ago. Fossilized teeth of Homo sapiens dating to 125,000 years ago have also been discovered in China. But that's enough prehistory. Mesopotamia, specifically modern-day Iraq, is most widely recognized as the birthplace of the first writing system in history, cuneiform. However, the Zhou symbols found in Henan, China, are more than 2,000 years old. A form of proto-writing, which indicates an incomplete system, limited to a few pictographic symbols, influence the Zhou symbols, can still be found in modern-day Chinese characters. The oracle bone writings are the oldest full script discovered in China. They were written on animal bones and turtle shells, and recorded the pyromantic divinations of the kings of the Shang dynasty, starting with the ruler Wu Ding and date back to 1250 BC. Recently, archaeologists discovered ruins dating back more than 5,000 years at a location called Shuangguoshu. These ruins display what is left of a 5,300-year-old city in central China, predating the previously acknowledged time period for large civilizations in China. This city is the largest residential complex ever found in the lower region of the Yellow River during this time. Another ancient city, buried underground and up until recently thought to be a part of the Great Wall, predates ancient Chinese civilization to the south by 500 years. Now known as Shimiao, as its original name has been lost to time, the site shows evidence of huge human sacrifices and was mysteriously, suddenly abandoned around 1800 BC. Today, we divide the ancient history of China into dynasties. According to tradition, the original Chinese dynasty was the Xia dynasty, allegedly established by Yu the Great around 2100 BC. Many historians see the Xia dynasty as a semi-mythical ruling period created by the later Zhou dynasty to justify their overthrow of the Shang dynasty, who supposedly overthrew the Xia dynasty. Given the unconfirmed existence of the Xia dynasty, the Shang dynasty is sometimes seen as China's first dynasty. The Shang rulers maintained control for around 600 years. This period saw the invention of writing, including the oracle bone script, and many later scholars viewed it as a golden age. One of the major ancient capitals of China during the Shang dynasty, Yinzhou, dates from 1300 BC and is currently one of China's largest and most well-maintained archaeological sites. This site was where the oracle bone script was discovered and also contains a massive royal burial system on higher ground, including sacrificial pits. In 1046 BC, the Shang dynasty's leader was overthrown by the first Zhao king, ending the Shang dynasty. The Zhou dynasty was the longest of ancient China's dynasties. It is divided into two eras: Western Zhou, with the capital at Haojing, and Eastern Zhou, after the capital was moved to Luoyang due to conflict. This era experienced a flourishing of ancient China's most influential writers and philosophers, such as Mozi, Confucius, and the first writings about Taoism. However, stability did not last, and the period from 476 to 221 BC was known as the Warring States period. The 7 regions controlled by the Zhou dynasty began fighting. Ultimately, Qin armies would emerge victorious in 256 BC, overthrowing the Zhou leaders. The Qin dynasty and their leader, Qin Shi Huang, marked the first use of the term emperor regarding a dynastic ruler. While this reign lasted for only 2 emperors and 15 years, it gave us some of the most influential artifacts from the ancient world. Emperor Huang began the Great Wall around 220 BC in order to protect the northern borders of China from invaders. It is 2,500 miles long and mostly still standing to this day. Additionally, when he died, Qin Shi was entombed with 8,000 statues of soldiers, famously known as the Terracotta Army, all of which have unique individual features. The Qin dynasty is also thought to be the origin of the European name for China. The Han dynasty marked another golden age of China. During this time, the Silk Road, a trade route from Asia to the Mediterranean and East Africa, was established. The ancient Greek word for China is Ceres, which means land of silk. The Silk Road was internationally influential, and its routes remained in use until the 1400s. Historians now prefer the term silk routes, as it wasn't a single road. Traded goods along the silk routes included various foods, cattle, grain, tools, medicines, and spices, metals, but also, perhaps more importantly, language, culture, religions, philosophy, and science across multiple regions of the ancient world. Paper and gunpowder, both invented by the Chinese during the Han Dynasty, had obvious and lasting impacts on the West. This ancient tradition of Chinese emperors continued up until 1911, when the last of the Chinese emperors, Puyi, abdicated in favor of a republican government. Thanks for watching our lesson on ancient China. See you next time.